Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CNET. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see, and especially in this case, makes summarizing the price action really straightforward. So if you say, hey Clay, summarize the action today, I would say pump and dump on thin ice. Now, before we start throwing stones, I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense that this is being, a company operated out of some bunker in North Korea. I'm just making that statement based solely on how the price acted today. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So let's first just define where this all started. And for me, it started when it got the breakout from this kind of stubborn area, the channel that it had been stuck in for a very long time. And that's right down here at right around, let's just call it $1.15, that range. So I'm going to zoom back in. So just keep in mind that's where that starting point comes from, the breakout of the range. So let's go through the definition. Price makes a really nice move. Well, considering it started right there on the breakout and then went all the way up there, I think we can all agree that was a really nice move. Second part, within a relatively short amount of time. Well, considering this all happened in the same day, I would hope we can all agree that this happened in a short amount of time. The price goes back down to where it started, or in some cases lower. Now, this is where the thin ice comes into play, because to be fair to the bulls, something like this could happen where the price comes down here a little bit more, and our thin ice point is right there at $1.15, walks on the thin ice, and then starts to head upwards. In that event, to be fair, like I said, well, that would give you a set of lows right there. Then the previous set would be down there. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, the stair steps are still headed in the upwards direction. And from a big picture perspective, that is a sign of true strength. So that's why I can't sit here and say that it's a flat out pump and dump quite yet. However, if the price comes down to $1.15, walks on the thin ice, and then the price falls down through it, what is that doing to the price at that point in time? That would literally be putting the price right back inside of this range where it all started. And again, that is the epitome of a pump and dump. So if you haven't connected those dots, $1.15, that thin ice point, definitely a very revealing level next week in regards to whether this price action actually has any true power behind it, or if it was just a quick knee-jerk reaction, pump and dump type move. So only next week will tell. So let's see what happens and see if the bulls can solidify $1.15 or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.